Hello, I'm Wafflestick, and today we're going to be doing episode 5 of my survival series, and as you can see, I am in the Christmas spirit. I have all my stuff and attire changed for Christmas, and I am really excited about it. I think that's going to be part of our episode today. We're going to be doing a snow generator, which is pretty interesting. I think we should get everything going, and as you can see, I have a lot of villagers up there now. I have been spending the last day or so breeding them up, and also I've been trading and giving them stuff, but I did notice something about this farm. Even though it is spawning iron golems, there was an iron golem up here, which I don't know if that's the most efficient thing, but I still am getting iron in my chest down below. And as you can see, a bunch of creepers have blown up. I went up here to fight a couple of creepers off, and unfortunately I suffered a couple of hearts from that and then some landscape damage, but as you can see, iron golem farm does work, and the carpet does keep the iron golem from floating, which is a good thing there. Let's go ahead and let him die. I'm going to check my chest because I've been AFK. We have an AFK room right here. So I'm going to check in here. So that's about a stack and 9 ingots, and then also we have a couple of stacks and a half. So it's about 4 stacks of iron in the last 16 hours, which isn't bad at all, but I would like to keep breeding these villagers and see where we can get with it because I really want a good supply of iron. And as you may notice in my hotbar and also maybe my inventory if I've opened it already, I'm working on the staircase down to my enchantment room. And I'm taking some suggestions from a subscriber, Pickle MC. So I have a few of those suggestions, but however, I have thrown my own twist on it, and I'm still contemplating on it. Let's go down here and take a look because I'm pretty excited to show you guys. I've been doing a lot of work. This is a part of my AFK session. As you can see, I've done a lot of design through the tunnel. And I've kind of went with this one. I kind of went with the leaves, which was recommended by Pickle MC, and then also some of the chisels, the columns. However, I did add my water block here, some stone slabs, and I believe Pickle MC also suggested to do the spruce staircase, which I think looks lovely, especially with the redstone lamps. But I've got to get on those and get this side done. And before I do continue, I would like to say that I need to close this up. This cannot be here anymore, unfortunately. It does go into the tunnel, and I don't make use of these chests much. So I thought, you know, I want to probably take that out because it doesn't really do much for me. Okay, excellent. I think it looks good from right here. I'm just going to put in my last spruce leaf there, or my oak leaf. And as you can see, the whole hallway looks really good when you're walking down. It looks really nice and bright. I think the redstone goes in there quite well because it's like that subtle, like, hey, here's the light. It's obvious that it's there. You know, I wanted to integrate that into the design. And keeping the waterways is going to help complement the enchantment room because we have the water skylight in here. I want to emphasize that, hey, this is sort of aquatic but kind of magical at the same time. And I thought Pickle MC's suggestions and some of my twists really went together quite well. And then I think maybe the spruce leaves may be a little bit awkward, but give me your opinions down in the comment section, see what you think, because I'm quite liking it. And finally, we are complete. So I have my whole tunnel all the way through into my enchantment room, which I'm not sure about these top pieces, but I think they still look good. And as you can see, we have 3 redstone lamps in between the half slabs there. So it kind of gives it a different effect. The lighting isn't as strong, and there's still kind of like a beam that comes out from them, which kind of looks contemporary, just a little bit. And I think it looks nice. All of the green kind of accents everything, and also the water looks really nice and bright when you're going through here. I would like to say this is nice, dusted off, and polished, and also finished. Let's go ahead and move on to the next project. Okay, now that we are done with our tunnel, I want to run up here and grab some snow. This is going to allow us to craft a snowman for a very simplified snow generator. There's nothing going to be, there's no automation about it. If we do need to decorate with snow with any reason, then we'll have this. You say I'm a professional snowball fighter, but catch Cal. Okay, and to create our snow generator, this is a very easy thing to do. I'm just going to do a couple of extra things here because I do notice that my snow falls in unpredictable places. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that there. That way I can stand on top of this, and then we'll have an iron fence up here, preventing the snowman from escaping. Let's go ahead and put our snowman in, jack-o'-lantern here, and a stone brick assembly on top. As you can see, we have our snow generator. I'm going to demonstrate this real quick. As you can see, my inventory is slightly full, but it's still plenty of slots left. Now watch how fast this collects snow. We're going to go up here to the snowman and just hold down the right click, and as you can see, a bunch of snowballs are falling to the hopper system. So once it does get filled up in my inventory, whatever does drop down there goes into the hopper, into the chest system, so we'll have more full later. Now there isn't really a whole lot dropping down now, but every now and then they will, so that's one thing to remember. I only done that for a few seconds, and as you can see, I have a full inventory there, and this is collecting snowballs. So it's really awesome to have if you're in the decoratives. I really highly recommend building one of these things. So I did a big mining session a day before this day, and I AFK'd all this day for my iron farm. And while I was gone, I've noticed something going on in my base, which this should not be happening. I don't know why the dirt block's here. I come in here in this tunnel and check this out. I've never seen anything like this. Has anyone else ever seen this? This Enderman has just completely filled up this base with random blocks. Look at this. He's what the heck is this? I've never seen this before. Enderman, why are you destroying my base? I'm gonna go ahead and finish him because I need his ender pearls anyway. Oh goodness, he's pretty strong. Can we kill you? Oh geez, this is awkward. I don't know if he can even get out of here. Okay, I did get an ender pearl from that. Ah, man, he's tough. Jeez. So I'm guessing what happened was this Enderman just got stuck in here and he couldn't go anywhere, and then he just took the dirt blocks and started placing them all over my house, which is really odd. I've never seen an Enderman do that, but I guess he did get trapped. But today we are going to be starting another project, which I am super excited about. It's the first step for our overpowered Minecraft world. We got to make a separate room for this, and I've got some space to clear out, and maybe some decorations to do before the episode's up. But I do plan on doing a couple of things before I do head off, and that's going to be an AFK fish farm. From the look of things, I think this room is going to do quite well for our AFK fish farm. Now before I do continue, I would like to say that I did mine a couple of days ago. And I wasn't sure if you guys like time lapses or not, so I didn't do one this round, but I did do pretty good. I had about a 2-hour mining session and ended up with 20 diamonds, especially with this pickaxe. It has the Fortune 3 on it, and it makes things much easier when it comes to diamond block breaking. I was just wondering, are you guys up for that sort of thing? Do you like time lapses? What are your opinions on it? Let me know down in the comment section below so I'll know for future reference. Now you may notice a dramatic difference here on the farm. I did some decoration just to make it look a little bit nicer, and as you can see I use something to make it look like it has a little bit more structure to it. I thought this went well at the iron farm, so let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I may change it depending on your comments on it, but I'm personally really liking the style. I just think it looks nice. It fills in quite nicely. So let's go ahead and check our chests to see how many iron pieces we've got. So this chest, it hasn't really changed much. We've got about 3 stacks, and then this one we've got about 4 more stacks than what we did have, so it is definitely working. That's the thing about the villagers, there's only about 10 up there. I think I've only breeded about 10, so I need to go up there and trade with them and give them other things like bread, carrots, and all that stuff so they'll breed. They have to have a willingness level to breed, and I think it requires 1 trade. But I think that is all of the iron farm in a nutshell. I think we should go ahead and get started on this AFK fish farm. And this is our AFK fish farm. I finally got it all together. I wasn't really familiar with the design they have in 1.11, so I had to look up a tutorial on it. So let's go back here and take a look at the redstone, making sure it's all good. Just make sure I put everything in the right place before I turn this thing on. It's currently off right now. But once we do turn this on, let me check. Yeah, everything's good up here. Once we turn this on, it may make a little bit of noise, and this gate is going to make noise. I'm going to go ahead and warn you about this. But if we go ahead and start casting our rod, it should work just fine. Just going to keep doing this. And we'll see if we do get anything in our chest, because I'm pretty excited to see. This is a good way to get overpowered in Minecraft because of Book of Mending and also some other really good enchantments. Okay, let's give this another shot here. I've got a couple of pretty good rods, but we have Luck of the Sea 1, so let's go ahead and get that and Unbreaking 2 with that. That's not too bad. That could be a lot worse. For the amount of levels we have, I think that's pretty good. So we got Luck of the Sea on this one. I'm going to rename that to Luck of the Sea so I can keep track of it. Or just Luck, how about that? Because this only costs us 1 enchantment level, which isn't bad. I'm going to go ahead and name that Luck, so I have that. And we're going to switch this thing on, and I'm going to AFK and try to get something good. Now, hopefully this won't drive you crazy. This makes a lot of noise, but all I have to do is go ahead and put my coffee mug shamefully on my right click. So, give me a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, let me put my headphones back on and take my coffee mug off of my mouse. Let's check this out and see if we did get anything, which I'm pretty excited about. Let's go ahead and take a look in this chest. Okay. We're doing good. We've got a few things here. We've got some string, it looks like. I did not know you could fish up string. And also a trip hook. That's kind of weird. And then we do have a power 3, Unbreaking 3, which is awesome. I love that. And also protection 4 and Bane of Anthropods. Okay. That's sweet that we already got those things. And we know this is working. I did notice that in a couple of times that I've looked at the computer, it kind of bugged out a couple of times, but I think that's expected. I mean, that's the best you can really do with an AFK farm. But this is looking pretty sweet, and it's looking very promising for our overpowered stuff. So let's go ahead, and I think what I'm going to do is rearrange this into a bigger hopper system so that we'll have a few chests to fill up. Okay, and thankfully for our Iron Golem farm, we do have ourselves a pretty reasonable storage system for our AFK farm. We have about 6 double chests here, which is really nice, and I did put an extra chest over here for storing extras just to get rid of, and then I need to go ahead and I guess replace some of these stone blocks, and then maybe possibly put a ladder right here. Okay, all finished down here. It's very generous, it's very humble, there's nothing too much over the top, and everything's very compact down here. You may get a little claustrophobic if you're down here for too long, but I do want a small area. That's kind of convenient for a chest collecting stuff. I don't want to make it too extravagant down there, and it doesn't really interfere with the design. And as you can see, we have all the walls to decorate, and the ceiling as well, along with the floor. Now guys, give me some suggestions of what you would like to see designed in this actual room. I may put a divider right here so that we can divide off our AFK farm and have this area to kind of work with, but it kind of depends on everything. I do have my storage system down here, so I may have to just cut it halfway, put some spruce logs there, do some designs in the back or something. That's just some ideas. How about you guys give me some suggestions down in the comment section so that I can make the adjustments. And we have about 5 minutes left in our video, which I'd like to use this time to make something that Justin Davis has suggested, one of my subscribers. He has suggested that we make a cow farm for food. Now, I already do have a food farm over here. It's my roast chicken farm, and this works really well. As you can see, it's already full, and I do need to move some of those chickens. We've got plenty of cooked chicken here, but with a cow farm, we are able to farm a bunch of leather, which I think sounds pretty exciting. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and build this cow farm. I should be able to do it on the camera without many hiccups, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we got to do is get some glass blocks and go ahead and put 2 right here. And then we need 2 soul sands right here, along with another glass block with a regular block on top, and then we're going to build up from here and then put our signs, which we have in inventory right here, to block some of the waterways and also lavaways. From here, I'm going to build up one more block there, and then go ahead and take a sign and put it right here. And then we'll go ahead and put a couple more blocks there. And I do have a sticky piston that I need to make use of. Let's go ahead and put that in our hotkey bar. And I'm going to make a very simple solution to cows getting stuck down here. Now, this is a very simple farm. It does not really require any redstone. These are just additions that I make. I got another addition that I need to make for the waterway itself, but I need to go ahead and put my sticky piston right here so that whenever we do have cows right here, they will be put into the pit. Now, this really shouldn't be a sticky piston, but I use a sticky piston, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm too lazy to change it, to be honest with you. We could go back one more block, but I'm probably just going to steer clear of it. Let's go ahead and put a lever against that sticky piston, or a block that powers it, right here. And we'll test it real quick. It looks good, so that all cows will be pushed there. And now we've just got to finish off with putting all the blocks on. This is probably the most tedious part. So 2 blocks there, then also a block there. Okay. From here, we're going to extend this out. I'm going to go ahead and put a block there, along with a few around it. Now, you may be wondering why I have this extended one block, and that's because I use 2 blocks for my cow farms just so that cows will have an easy time going in, and it's not too rough on them. So from here, we need to go ahead and extend this out like so, and then also another layer right here. And our cow farm will be in this vicinity, and we need a glass block right there. Make sure everything's good. Put a sign right here, and then we'll take our stone brick and go along the top like this. And before I've done this, I should have done this before I block this all up, but we have a dispenser right here, and we need another lever when I do get the chance. But I'm going to go ahead and take this block out. Looks like I went 1 block higher than what I should have, so I'm going to go ahead and get another lever, put it there. We'll take this down 1 block to match everything. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking nice and clean. I think I'm about pretty much done with it. Let's go ahead and take our water bucket and put it into the dispenser. And I'm thinking most of it's done. I did forget to put my hoppers underneath, so I'm going to run down here and do that real quick, and also get another lever, and we'll put some cows in there to see how it works. Okay, and I do have my hopper and chest system in. The only thing we've got to do now is put our lava bucket onto a sign down here. Let's go ahead and try to put them right here. When the baby cows come down into this pit, they will grow up and hit this lava, and sometimes the adult cows will get stuck on this block, so that's why I have my piston to push them that way. And I think I forgot my lever, but we will get a lever stuck on there. Let's go ahead and go get our cows, which I think is going to be the most important and probably the most fun part, because we do have that 2 open gap and it's much easier with these. So we do have a cow over here, thankfully. Go ahead and make use of that and pull him this way. I think my goal is about 4 cows. Right, hopefully this cow is going to be pretty cooperative. It looks like he's just going to move around on me a little bit. That's okay, we'll go ahead and push him in the pit. And it's that simple. It's very easy with the 2 block opening compared to that 1 block. And this is what I mean about iron golems being up here, which is kind of odd. I don't know exactly how to fix that. I think the farm is just too close to this hillside, and I've got to take some of that hill out. And that's just the unfortunate part about it. I should have thought about it beforehand, but you know, it is what it is, and I'll see what I can do about it, but I'm not going to, you know, break my back over it because it is still working. The iron farm is itself, so I'm not too disappointed in that. Come on, you're just about in there. Okay, be a little bit more cooperative with me. Oh, there we go. 3 cows in there. I'm hoping that I can at least find one more, and it should be good to go. That was odd. There was a bunch of skeletons trapped in the nether here. I gotta move that nether portal at some point. Somewhere safer. Oh, there's a villager here. I'm gonna push him back into the nether portal and hopefully get him back at home because he's kind of scared in here, I'm sure. Oh, well. I'm gonna leave you be, but I've gotta go get some wheat for my cow farm. And I probably need to make a wheat farm at some point. I've just been really lazy about it. But we are doing pretty good. So let's go ahead and collect some of this wheat for our cows. That way we'll be able to breed them, and then we'll have a bunch of leather down the road. Hey, I need to come back at some point and get these bookshelves. I didn't even realize that. I didn't even think about looking around the village. I just came here immediately to get the villagers so that I can make my iron golem farm. And I haven't really taken the chance to look around. There's quite a few buildings here that I need to probably explore. Up here, I think we have the rest of our wheat that we need some seeds, and also let's go ahead and get our potatoes while we are here. That way we can make a nice, reasonable vegetable farm. Right, I think that's about everything. I did get a lever for this dispenser as well. So let's go ahead and jump up here, and I'm going to put my lever back down right there. And as you can see, we have a few cows in here. I'm going to go ahead and take my wheat and breed those. And we're going to see if the actual farm does work and the baby cows go down to the bottom. So I'm just going to wait and see here. I don't think I've turned off that water system. And let's go down here and take a look to see if there's any baby cows. Maybe he did fall down here. Yeah, so we do have a baby cow down here. And that's excellent. So that's working. The only thing I've got to do at some point is block this up so that all the cows will stay in here, and I need to breed those so that there's a few in here. But that should be all done and said and good to go. I'm thinking that's going to work for our cow farm. But I think that is going to be the end of the episode for me, guys. I hope you did enjoy episode 5. We did get quite a few things done. We got a cow breeder, we have an AFK fish farm, and also we did get ourselves a snow generator, which wasn't very simple and easy project. I probably didn't need it for anything, but hey, let's go ahead and do it while I can. And we're all in the Christmas spirit. So guys, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in episode 6. Take care.